In London, one of the UK's largest right-wing demonstrations in modern times has drawn more than 1 lakh people, led by anti-immigrant activist Tommy Robinson. Now, the marchers waved English and British flags, some wearing MAGA hats as well, chanting against Prime Minister Keir Starmer and calling for migrants to be sent home. The police deployed over 1,600 officers as scuffles broke out with counter-protesters from the group called Stand Up to Racism. Immigration has overtaken economic concerns to become Britain's most divisive political issue.
We came in our millions, okay? The biggest protest in British history. You, the British public, have now made London the battleground for this fight. We're going to do it again. I'm sorry, some people couldn't hear because there was too many of us. We didn't get to finish it. We didn't get to give our closing speeches. We didn't get to tell you our vision of how we can change this country, but we're going to. We're going to do it again. Unite the Kingdom, unite the West. It's a cry for help. We want world leaders. We want them coming from all over the globe. London has been chosen. You, the British public, have made that happen. Don't talk about change, be the change. That's the reality, yeah? That's what we need.
Back in, the day, 80s, 90s, you'd have the street parties, there was so much celebration, it was all happiness. There was none of this, like, political stuff, the stabbing and the shooting. What happened to poor Charlie Kirk? You know, we don't know why. And we see so many different flags. Every country is allowed to fly their flag. Every country. So are we. So if this is good enough for our king, outside Buckingham Palace, it's good enough for my ass. I'm here to celebrate our country. The police are doing a fantastic job. They have been amazing. Tommy Robinson's been working with them. And I've seen it all over, like Facebook, TikTok and that. And I want to be a part of it.
I'm being joined by Deputy Editor Alexander Matthew, joining us from Hyde Park in London. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Matthew. Firstly, as far as the ground situation is concerned, take us through what's going on ground. This is perhaps the biggest protest against immigration in modern times.
Well, at this junction, of course, I'm in central London. Behind me is Hyde Park. It's any other Sunday. And most of the activity, of course, took place yesterday, just a couple of kilometers away, Aarti. And you said the words, it's one of the largest gatherings that spoke about anti-immigration in modern times in London. But the thing about it is that there was no overarching theme. There was no central idea because seemingly, and this is based on comments that I've heard, reports that I've read, people came with different agendas. You had a few people that came in talking about illegal immigration, which is a separate issue. You had people talking about the policy of immigration as a whole and asking for it to be overhauled because they want to support jobs for the locals. And you had still others, perhaps fringe elements, talking about sending people back. And I think this is what is grabbing the headlines across the world. So therefore, there was no unifying principle. People came with different ideas. And apparently, reportedly, there are images of people holding wooden crosses. So there was a religious undertone as well. Mr. Robinson is known to be anti-Islam. And so therefore, there was a tinge of religion also in that gathering that took place. You mentioned and you spoke about the fact that just a short distance away from Whitehall, where the protest took place, there were about 5,000 people that gathered and talked about anti-racism. Overall, what you need to understand at this point is the rise of the right wing in various parts of the world, and seemingly that is finding takers here in London as well. What people are afraid about is the loss of their economic livelihood. But from our perspective in India, what we need to understand is that I look around here. The person who drove me from the airport to the hotel yesterday was a Pakistani. The concierge at the hotel was in fact an Indian from Gujarat. And there was somebody from Ghana that helped me with the maps today. So you would say that IT, medical services, the hotel industry and transport are all driven by migrants. And this seems to be a bit of a fringe element as of now.